Latest-BLACKPINK's Jennie and Billie Eilish share sweet moment at Hit Me Hard and Soft event in Seoul. When my album. On June 18, Billie Eilish and Jennie from Blackpink got back together in Seoul for the latter's special Hit Me Hard and Soft listening session. BLACKPINK's Jennie and Billie Eilish share sweet moment at Hit Me Hard and Soft event in Seoul. When my album. BLACKPINK's Jennie and Billie Eilish engage in the Coachella moment of 2019 love of Jennie for the latter and announcing What Was I Made For? To promote the song on social media, Klaus sent her crush on Instagram. 5 years later, the pop divas were captured, together in Seoul, South Korea, for a private listening party of Eilish's latest album, entitled HITME ARDANDSOFT on Tuesday, 18th of June. In a similar manner as they did when they recalled the moment they had together during childhood that was at the age of 5, Jennie and Eilish embraced each other with smiles on their face. Anyone who watched the show has already quickly drawn the subconscious nostalgia bomb when they compared the 2019 Coachella photo of them as sisters-in-law to this new picture where they are hugging each other. One K-pop fan posted the above pictures, and I agreed with him, as even when enlarging the pictures, it was difficult to see any difference between the two even though the two were taken in different periods. They both have released songs, each of them have great ranking charts on top, and they naturally joked with each other like long-lost friends, and you see their excitement as they talked about each other. Growing discourses for her newest album, which is also her first studio album released since 2018. Billie wanted to know which song from her latest work Jennie liked most. As for the Bird of a Feather from the HITME ARDANDSOFT EP, the Odd Atelier CEO, who has just joined the fashion catwalk becoming the model of JACQE in US, disclosed that it can be her most loved track. Notably, the partners seemed to have a good time and were smiling through most of the event. Solange is one of those stars who cannot go unnoticed, so Billie even thanked her for staying home and waiting for her. "I better get going," I muttered softly. "I love you, Jennie. Thank you for doing this." On 12 June 2020, through an official news release, Spotify showcased plans of hosting an album listening event featuring Billie Eilish in South Korea to happen at Theaters des Lumières in Seoul. She hosted a similar immersive listening experience for her UK fans in May. Spotify described what the event would entail. Based on what can they do, the following can be answered. Thus, the lovers of her compositions will get a unique chance to become the first to experience Billie's newest creation. Through the album cover, which features an underwater photo of the singer floating under a white wooden door, fans will be carried to Billie's universe. They'll delve further into the music as they proceed through Billie's tracks. Eilish is scheduled to make her Korean television debut on Yoo Ja-suk and Josee Ho's You Quiz on the Block, in addition to continuing to promote her album in South Korea. There are also rumors circulating about her possible presence on Zico's KBS2 discussion show The Seasons. BLACKPINK's Jennie gets ready for solo adventures in flashy first-ever TikTok. Watch. BLACKPINK's Jennie has made her solo TikTok debut, delighting fans with a new video where she grooves to her hit single Solo. BLACKPINK's Jennie drops first ever TikTok video on personal profile. A catch-up on Jennie's recent engagements. BLACKPINK's Jennie has officially made her solo debut on TikTok, captivating fans with a new video where she vibes to her hit single Solo. The K-pop star shared the exciting video on her TikTok account, quickly garnering attention and amassing a large following. BLACKPINK's Jennie makes solo TikTok debut. On June 19, Jennie, a member of the renowned K-pop girl group BLACKPINK, sent fans into a frenzy by launching her own TikTok channel. In her first ever TikTok video, Jennie vibed to her hit single Solo, captivating viewers with her effortless charm and style. Dressed in a black jersey t-shirt, with a high ponytail and a soft makeup look, Jennie exuded a casual yet striking presence. The video quickly garnered attention, amassing thousands of likes and comments within hours. Fans expressed their excitement and anticipation for more content from the star. Jennie's TikTok debut marks another milestone in her solo career, further solidifying her influence in the digital space and connecting her with a global audience. As one of the most popular idols in the K-pop industry, Jennie's presence on TikTok is sure to bring even more attention to her and BLACKPINK's activities. More details about Jennie's solo activities. Jennie has made significant strides as a solo artist beyond her success with BLACKPINK. Her solo journey began in November 2018 with the release of her debut single Solo, which topped the South Korean GAN Digital Chart and the US Billboard World Digital Songs Chart. The song's music video made history as the first by a female K-pop soloist to surpass 1 billion views on YouTube. In 2023, Jennie released You and Me, reaching #1 on the Billboard Global Excl. US and securing a top 5 position in South Korea. Jennie expanded her influence by debuting as an actress under the stage name Jennie Ruby Jane in HBO's The Idol. Despite the show's mixed reviews, Jennie's performance was widely praised. She continued to break records with her collaboration on One of the Girls, which became the highest charting song by a female K-pop soloist on the Billboard Hot 100. Jennie also founded her own music label, Atelier, in November 2023, solidifying her position as a multifaceted artist and entrepreneur. More recently, she collaborated with rapper-producer jisoo on the single Spot, delighting fans with another musical treat. Billie Eilish, Jennie and a new album, Spotify listening session exceeds fan expectations. What better way to enjoy pop star Billie Eilish's latest album than with an immersive art exhibition to accompany each song? K-pop queen Jennie and, well, Billie Eilish herself. Eilish surprised her Korean fans on Tuesday evening with a personal appearance at a special listening session of her album, accompanied by K-pop diva Jennie to make the special listening session indeed special. Hundreds of people were lined up outside the entrance before the event officially began at Theatre des Lumières at the Grand Walker Hill Seoul in Gwangjin District, Eastern Seoul, eagerly anticipating the listening event organized by global streaming platform Spotify. Eilish's participation had been kept ambiguous until the very moment she stepped up on stage. Eilish and her team remained intentionally quiet regarding her arrival at the listening session, and although Spotify did gather fan questions beforehand, many fans speculated that this didn't necessarily mean Eilish would show up to answer them in person. Various online comments before the event were seen in KKTalk fan chat rooms, ranging from hesitant anticipation to dejected resignation. Some said that she would be there since she uploaded a picture of herself in Korea on Instagram, while others were saying that she has plenty of other events on her schedule besides the listening event. So it was no surprise that the room, which had been filled with Eilish's iconic serene music and mesmerizing visuals, was suddenly thrashing with thunderous applause and screams from fans when Eilish casually walked up on stage. So loud were the cheers and screams that it was impossible for any member of the audience to decipher what Eilish or the host, Blackpink's Jennie, were saying. "Hi everyone, hello balcony." "Hi guys," Eilish said, garnering yet another round of excited chants from a slightly settled crowd. "Thank you for listening to the album a bunch. I really appreciate it. I love you so much. Thank you for being here." Tuesday's talk session mainly focused on the questions that Spotify received from fans prior to the event. Questions from the fans ranged from being about Eilish's music to the singer's personal tastes. Eilish's answers to the questions teetered on the edge of both jest and seriousness. "It's been a trip, it's really amazing. I did not think that it would do so well honestly," Eilish said when she was asked about the reaction to her new album. "I couldn't have asked for anything more. I've gotten this question before and I have no idea at all," said Eilish when asked about what the message of her new album was. The singer proceeded to explain amid the amused chuckles from the audience, saying that the music came naturally, not out of purpose or intent. I think my message is whatever people get from the album. I'm just shouting. I'm just yelling it in your face, said Eilish with a cackle when asked why the titles to all the songs on the album were written in capital letters. There is some meaning, but they're up for you guys to figure out. It differed in that I was an adult for the first time, said Eilish when asked about what makes this album different from her previous material. Everything I have ever made was when I was a teenager. This is the first time that Eilish has visited Korea in 2 years, meeting with fans in such a close setting. She last performed in Korea in 2022 as part of her world tour to promote her second album, Happier Than Ever, 2021, performing at Gyeonggi Skydome in Guro District, Western Seoul. It's funny, isn't it? That art does that. It translates, said Eilish when asked about how it feels seeing Korean fans know her songs word for word. One of my favorite things in the world is to speak and talk to someone where neither of us speak the same language, but we bond over something. And I think music is one of those things. Thank you, Billie, was heard from the audience after Eilish's answer. Eilish and Jennie displayed an affectionate chemistry during the 30-minute interview session, with both artists complimenting each other on their artistry. I'm trying to think, gosh, said Eilish when asked about the music she is listening to these days. Your future solo album that you are working on right now, she jokingly said, referring to Jennie, who was looking pleasantly sheepish. Visuals and sounds blurred together into a surrealistic fantasy for the listening session, almost simulating synesthesia. Synesthesia is a phenomenon that occurs when one sense feels like that of another, like experiencing colors as sounds, shapes as tastes, and vice versa. It is the first time that Eilish has held an immersive art listening session in Asia. A similar event was held at the London art space Lightroom on May 16 and 17. The album's first song, Skinny, played with visuals, creating the impression that the venue was sinking underwater. Accompanied with hypnotic blue signal lights scattered across the ceiling, the first visual presentation immediately immersed listeners in the oceanic depth of Eilish's music, just like the cover of Hit Me Hard and Soft. Other songs that followed were paired with their own visuals, representing the theme or the vibe of the sounds. Lunch, a track with a distinct dance groove when listened to in headphones, elevated the room into a heart-pounding rave with the sound blasting out of the surround system. Combined with visuals of fantastical jellyfish, the audience was plunged into a surreal underwater club with an ecstatic flurry of lights and bass. The visuals for the song Wildflower lit up like a fever dream, where the screen ahead was nothing but a dark void in contrast to the walls lined with dark red wildflowers and bony white branches, with the plants having a grotesque but beautiful aquatic sheen. The acoustic guitar and haunting disembodied vocals with mesmerizing, twisted visuals invoked a euphoric sense of sadness, representing the unique melancholy found in Eilish's music. The listening session drew to a close with the last track, Blue, leading to the appearance of the two stars on stage. This was my first large-scale listening event, said music content YouTuber Jo Jang-woo, also known as Charming_Jo. I was impressed with how the thematic visuals presented a linear visual narrative, where the water fills up in the first track and drains out in the last track, Jo said, conveying his satisfaction with the experience. Eilish posted a picture of herself on the set of Tin talk show You Quiz on the Block with entertainers Yoo Jae-seok and Cho Si-ho, hosts of the show, on Wednesday. The episode is reportedly set to be broadcast in June, but the specific date is not yet